We are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a night. Yeah, it's definitely not enough volume in here. I'm kidding. Welcome to the LA School of Comedy where dreams come true. And I mean that. I really do. I had a dream. And I was really glad that Dr. King didn't do coke. Because he would have never went to sleep and he would have never had a dream. And that's the truth. If you have sleepless nights, you'll understand. Cece, this is your first time here, and I know it's very interesting to see that suddenly I talk serious. But let's go back to the Indians when I used to work for the Film Center. So here's what it is. I have an Indian name, and there's an island, and they speak a language. And I had someone, I'm trying to think who it was, someone asked me if I spoke Sundanese, and the guy says it's Sudanese. I'm like, dude, you said it right the first time. It's, you know. And he goes, it's Sudan. I go, no, Sunda. Okay? Because that's my name typed wrong. I get it all the time. I've been Sudan Kroonquist for so long. They pull my ass off the line, and I'm in the room with the brown people, okay? Different kind of brown people. I'm in the brown people room, looking around, saying, why am I in the brown people room? And the guy said to me, because, what did he tell me? Well, it doesn't matter what he told me. He just said, why? He said to me, it's just random. That's just too random. Isn't it just too random? I'll tell you, this one woman was checking me, and I said to her, just hit the other side a little bit for real. I thought about Shelley, who's not here. But let's get back to the Film Center. So I used to edit Indian movies. And I have to tell you, I had an Indian nanny. She was fantastic. Rajdai Uday. And I'm telling you this because there's a reason. I leave her with the baby. I go and I do 2 shows that night. I come back, and I said to her, this must be a good movie, because she's watching it again. She said, it isn't finished yet. I was like, whoa, how long are these movies? How long are those movies? And they're dancing, and the girls are pretty, and I like, you really get into it. Do you remember when Bollywood first came out? You weren't even born. But it was the hottest. It was the hottest. But all I thought about was, what would they do with porn? Imagine. I mean, not that I'm into anything like that, but that's just crazy. You got to admit. Look, I didn't do it. But anyway, my name is Sunda Kroonquist, and I should give our little rules here that we have. I want to give an introduction and a shout out for an outstanding performance. We're so glad we came to see you. Ryan Benson, that's right. Woo! Benson. I have it right. Your comedy concierge, Samantha Linderman, right here. And the guy with the mostest and the hostess and the MTV himself. There he is, the one and only Jason Ham. So to break this down, this is a wonderful place to be for people who are working on a set. As you know, when I coach people, because this is how we all come together. I coach, and then we come up here. So your goal is a 5 to 7 minute set, showcase set, 5 to 7. When you have to open for someone, they're going to have you do 10. This is one of the few places that you are able to do this and work on your set. It's usually 5 minutes, but now they've been opening some new things. So, like Rob said, they found us on the Comedy Bureau. And I've got to do something, as you think about this, think about, I am Hollywood. I'm telling you, like, the Indians love me. They do. They really do, because I don't know why, but the name, they want to know the story behind the name, and they're a great audience. They like to laugh. You know what I'm saying? They like to laugh. So that's one good plus. I'm just trying to think of ways that we could. I have a female show called The Femme Fatales. So there's a lot that can come out of this room. I've been doing comedy for a couple years. That was a joke. I wish it was a couple. No, I don't, because back then it wouldn't be funny. And this is where we work it out. We try to keep things peaceful as possible. Although sometimes it's not peaceful. It's just interesting. We have strippers. Hopefully Bobby Peterson will strip tonight. Just kidding. You don't want that. No. And my name is Sunda. Let me tell you something. You're looking at a Swedish and black redneck Jew, all right, with a Hindu name. It's crazy, right? It doesn't make any sense. But did we have a weird experience that day? No, it wasn't you. It was the other guy. Where is he? He's not even here. Oh, my God. Well, I'm glad you're here. And I want to start off with your comedy concierge and my comedy concierge. And she's very close to my heart, and she makes you chuckle. Let's give it up for the comedy of the one and only Samantha Linderman. Let her hear you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Give it up for Sunda Kroonquist really quick. Really quick. for the LA School of Comedy, bringing us all together. Mark Zaffron, if you're watching at home, happy birthday to you. One time, Sunda ordered me an Uber, and I got in, and he goes, "For Sunda?" I go, "Yeah." You know, I wasn't in the mood. He goes, and like halfway through, you know, like 10 minutes in, he goes, "So, Sunda, what's that about?" And I told him, I was like, "I'm actually not Sunda." And it was like the weirdest thing. I never know how to describe you either. Nobody has a modern day mentor anymore. You know what I mean? When I say like, that's my mentor, I think people think it's like Big Brother or Helper or something. My mentor told me, "Come in, my mentor's here." "Hi, good to see you." But it's cool to pretend to be Sunda. I actually was getting into an Uber, and Sunda was there, and it was a white car, and it was a man named Jose. And, you know, it says he's here, so I go outside, I see a white car. And I see a blonde woman. And I go in the car because it's like right there, you know, it's a white car. I was like, maybe it's his girlfriend. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like, maybe, I don't know, like I don't know. And I see all this shit in the back seat, and I'm like, what the hell? And I start moving it. And she's like, "No." And turns out she's Russian. She doesn't really know English. And I'm like, I looked at her for a minute like this. Like, I was like judging her back seat. Like, I'm not too scared to drive. Like, I don't know. It was I never had that in my life. She was so sweet. I would be so scared. I don't know. That's like girl power, though. You know what I mean? We have that. I don't know. I don't know how it works in the guy's bathroom, but like if you need anything and you're in the stall, you'll get it. Does that make sense? Toilet paper, you got it. You know what I mean? Tampons. I don't know. Tampons in the guy's bathroom. Here's the thing. Like, you know, I saw this comedian talking about baby changing tables and how, like, gross they are. And I don't know why I said that. Well, I work at the mall. Thank you so much. And so I notice these things. I'm a consumer and I'm a creator. They like to have me be a greeter a lot, which, you know, for a top seller is really hard. I actually just joined the company right after they stopped keeping track of how many sales people were making. But I wish, man. I had a Yelp review written about me by this guy named Todd. And, you know, he didn't do that to himself, but after that, I didn't hear anything else past Todd. You know what I mean? Like, he was fine. Like, basically, I thought he was flirting with me, and then he left me a Yelp review instead of his number. I'm like, that is so sweet. You know what I mean? Like, at any point, I could have been like, give me your Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, if it could have happened, it would have happened. And so he left me a Yelp review, and it was like, I had the most wonderful experience with an employee named Sam. I went in, and I wasn't going to buy anything. And she made me feel like, I think it said seen. Like, I swear to God. And I bought many candles. I work at Bath and Body Works. For the people. Yeah. Thank you. No, yeah. No, I don't think they will. They actually just, like, collabed with a football team, which I think is so cool. Seriously. You should see how boys get in there. I said, "Are you looking for anything?" He goes, "My girlfriend. My girlfriend." It's okay. So I'm gonna say aisle 3 just to be silly. We don't have any aisles. Or when people like, so I'm a greeter a lot, and then there's this thing right in front of me, and it says directory on other side. But on other side is really the smallest words, and directory is like really a big word. And it's always an ad of children with diseases, too. I should mention that. I never say that. So people are just tapping on fucking Abby all day. And then every 10 minutes, there's a kid named Sam. I don't know, Sam. Just looks at me in the eye. And all I'm thinking, I swear to God, I've never said this out loud. I'm like, I wish I was a child actor who could get gigs like that when I was 16. You know, that's what I think. I swear. I'm like, how much money is that kid making? Oh, my God. Sam's for the win. But so people, it's really a social experiment. Like, it's like people to a watering hole kind of thing, you know, and usually it's like the dad gets really mad really quick. Stop it! I told you I didn't know where it was. And they didn't remodel it 10 years ago. Where's the food court? There is no food court, sir. And I understand your concern. We are all very hungry. This is Los Angeles. They're not going to have a food court. We just got a Crystal store. something, oh my God, something awful that happened. Should I even say it? I don't know. I became really good friends with the guys who clean the mall. And for some reason, me and the girls, we haven't really talked yet. Well, they do call me pretty a lot. Okay, I'm seeing what's happening. Sorry. Skip ahead. But I haven't been getting a lot of hours because they're hiring a lot of people for the new season, whatever. They also know, like, I don't know how they figured this out about me, but they know if they give me a shift longer than 4 hours, I get cranky. I don't know what happened. They always, after like a certain hour, they're like, are you okay? It's weird when your manager says, are you mad at me?
Oh my God.
You know? I feel like that's how I know I have some sort of talent that they can't get rid of. It's so freaky. But when people, okay, sometimes people will be like, where's Victoria's Secret? I'm like, it's a secret. Where's the Apple Store? I'm from with the geniuses. Or they'll say Gucci and I go, what? Like I pretend I never heard of it, just to make them feel a little Gucci. And I'm like, I don't know. What are you talking about? It's Beverly Center. I should stop telling people where I work, but I'm probably gonna actually keep doing it. Okay, I'm actually gonna tell a story because, you know, it's important to practice things that's the best thing about doing stand-up. You know when you like have told your friends all your stories before, and then you could just say them again, even if you're at the same open mic all the time because you work at it, and then your friends still hear them over and over. But, so the first time my parents found porn on my computer, I say first time, I don't live with them anymore, but I feel like tech is so, I have two different thumbs, I'll show. For the Zoom. Right, so this one can hit anything at any time, you know? So I just feel like Apple Play, you know what I mean? Something's gonna happen to me one day. And I'm saying it now. You know, I think I'm gonna make it one day, and that day will come, and all of a sudden there's gonna be shit on the computer. Anyways, so I was at my best friend's house, who obviously my parents hated at the time, because we were deep into a drug that nobody really talks about. It was marijuana, and we were teens. And it was ravaging the city. But I get this text from my dad. You know when you have to click it because there's an arrow and there's more? That's crazy. They should make that illegal. They should have, when you do that, they should have an alert that says, are you sure? Why don't you call? Are they at work? Anyways, and it says Samantha. I'm like, who is that? And then it says, your mother. I'm like, is this a British novel? You know, your mother has found some hardcore porn on your computer. I've never seen her this upset. Bloody hell. And in my head, I'm like, I have seen her more upset at you. And then, you know, it leads me to question, you know, like, what is hardcore from? And there were two tabs open. One said how to give a good blowjob, and the other one said how to suck good cock. Looking back, I see why she was embarrassed. You know, I should have said how to suck cock well. And I don't know, I'm considering going back to school. Anyways, give it up for the LA School of Comedy and the one who makes it happen, brings us all together, Sunda Kroonquist.
Where can they find you, right?
We're doing a practice to show everybody what not to do. You can find me on Instagram at SamLikeTBH or here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or in the Beverly Center.
Beverly Center, all right. Sam, I do have to tell you. Pass me that alcohol. And the thing, just because I heard coughing and I'm paranoid. She's okay. She checked negative. She's not pregnant.
I cough.
Here's what I said. No, I'm kidding. I just want to make sure you don't mind, do you? No. Don't bend over like that in jail. All right. Just kidding, guys. How would I know? Because I have a degree in criminal justice. I worked in a prison. I did probation and parole review. And I got to tell you, it's a trip when you're sitting around watching these men doing nothing but working out, like, all day. And you start thinking, there's some really fine motherfuckers up in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa. Like, did you see Jimmy in Cell 5? He got some pretty eyes, and he didn't kill nobody. Niggas in armed robbery, I might get a fur coat, you know what I'm saying? Of course, it doesn't kill over here, but I do wear fur. I do wear fur. Some man said to me, I hope you enjoyed that animal of the fur you're wearing. And I said, oh yeah, spotted owl, delicious. All right, because I couldn't think of anything else to say, but I'm going to rock it up a little bit. Let's give it up for the one and only Bobby fucking Peterson.
I'm coming. Sweet. kidding. I'm not that weird. I'm kind of weird. How's it going? Working on my stage presence and addressing the audience, making eye contact and whatnot. Yeah, you know, a little autistic and all that. Yeah. So last night I did a weird thing and I invited a bunch of, well, none of them are here, but a bunch of comedians to my house to tell jokes in my backyard. It was cool. It went well. That's what I wanted to do. So I'm not going to say everybody's name who was there. That would take too long. But I do need to shout out my friend at Rude Noob. He's an artist. He showed his art there. And the DJ at my thing, Bennett at Benoit Music. Yeah. Oh, and this is the sheet. I made way too many slots. But yeah.
That's a lot of people.
I had 9 comedians.
Good for you. That's your first show.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at marketing, I think. I made a lot of things and posted them and shit. Yeah, so my friend Robbie, I've known him since high school. This is like, he gave me these. He was selling them. It was kind of like, yeah, he draws like little stuff. But yeah, I thought of it, it's kind of like a micro festival. This isn't funny. I'm just kind of talking about what happened last night. Yeah, it was like, so he had his table, I had a DJ, we had a barbecue, we did an open mic. So it was like in a backyard about this big, and so yeah, it was kind of cool. Hosting is weird. I know all 4 of you have done it. Yeah, well, you guys have a little less chaos, not a little more organized. Yeah, more, I don't know. But yeah, people could have died at my show, I think. No, we kept it pretty safe. My friend almost tripped over my red carpet, but so let's see. Oh, I should hold up. I'm gonna do this so I can keep your attention while I flip through my book. So I don't know. I'm trying to learn tricks. Oh yeah, you're talking about Bollywood. My ex-wife was half Indian, Muslim Indian, and yeah, those are long movies, man. Yeah, for our wedding, yeah, she wore like a full like sari with like, that thing was heavy. But yeah, and when I was going to culinary school, like in the morning, like I'd wake up to the soundtrack for, I think it was Om Shanti Om, or something like that. Yeah, I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was the CD in the player when we moved in there. Yeah, so that's that. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh yeah, and then business freaks me out. I'm going to talk about money, but coming in here, when people get serious, I was like, oh no, adults. Shit. I'm almost 40, so yeah. Yeah, it freaks me out a little. So yeah, I got served for false advertising after my show last night. Yeah. So I posted 4 to 9. This girl, she showed up. She came out, but all the comedians had gone, so it was over. And she's like, she served me her Venmo and said, at least give me like $10 for gas. And I'm gonna settle with her. I'm not gonna drag it out. And I don't know if it's because like I'm a fair person, and she is kind of right. I did repeatedly say till 9 o'clock. But like, I think I'm a good person. I'm fair, and either that or she's got big tits. I don't know. 2 brains. Don't know who's in charge. But yeah, no, it's funny. I'm not gonna hold it against her. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just a big pussy. I don't know. But people used to tell me I'm a dick. So I mean, maybe we'll meet in the middle. Maybe I'm just a huge clit, you know. It's a little more pussy than dick, but you know, it's unless you're a hyena. Anybody seen a hyena clit? Damn, they're hung. They give birth through their clitoris. Ladies, I don't know what it's like having lady parts, but I imagine it's what getting kicked in the dick would be like, but like even, I don't know, probably not. Childbirth already seems fucking crazy. I don't know. I'm not going to try and relate to you. That's a mistake. I just say stupid things, and that's why ladies don't like me. But yeah. Oh, so yeah, I was talking about clits, and just the word clitorati came to me. It's like the noble and aristocratic like clits of like the social class. I don't know. But yeah, back to business. I'm like not a fan of money. Like I hate well, I don't hate spending. I hate making it. Yeah, capitalism. I can't do it. Like I would give everything away for free. Like I wouldn't be a good businessman. I just want like I did the open mic last night to give people a place to like express themselves because I have trouble expressing myself, and comedy. This place, you guys, Sunda, LA School of Comedy. This place is amazing. I wouldn't have done my show if I hadn't been here.
That means a lot.
Yeah, it's a wonderful place. You're all in a great place. I didn't have anything funnier to say. But yeah, no, like, yeah, I just want, like, I want to maybe eventually, like, just own a place like this or something. Like, somewhere where people can come and get famous and then, like, maybe help me out. Maybe mention me in a documentary or something after I die. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I just want, like, to bring together a group of people, like, who I can manipulate. I don't know. Every business idea I come up with, it seems like some kind of entertainment cult. It's like my biggest fear. Every time I'm like, okay, I'm gonna meet friends and shit, and then like after a while I'm like, okay, and then this person's gonna do this for me, and this person's gonna do that, and I'm gonna help them out this way, and I start building like this whole commune and shit, and like, yeah, I don't know. I live in a cartoon world in my head. It's really big. It's fantastic. Lot of color. Very, very intense lines. No, I don't know. But yeah, I'm Bobby fucking I'm not getting off the stage yet. I'm just saying who I am. I'm Bobby fucking Peterson. If you didn't know, you don't have to say the fucking, but it's fun. I think that's pretty much all I had. But yeah, I'll end with like, it was cool having people come over and everything. It was like, but then afterwards I'm like, oh shit, now I gotta like follow through and thank them, and I don't know, I'll get to it eventually. But thank you. Bobby fucking Peter. Oh, on Instagram at Bobby fucking Peterson.
Bobby, and thank you for all the love you give us. And we're going to keep the show rolling. I want to give a shout out to the debut guy tonight. Let's give it up for the comedy of the one and only Bill Carroll. Let him hear you. Billy! Put my t-shirt on.
What's up, y'all? How's everyone doing? Bobby fucking Peterson. Let's give it up for Bobby fucking Peterson. Bobby fucking Peterson. That sounds like the name of my favorite porno. So tonight, this is kind of strange. It's my first time coming to the LA School of Comedy, so thanks for having me. Have you all ever heard of the show Kill Tony before? Yeah. It's like an open mic down in Austin, Texas. Yes. It's like a big YouTube show.
The best, my friend.
Yeah, so they got an episode going on right now, which it's airing tonight, and I'm on it. tonight. I haven't seen it yet. I think it's going on like right now. So
Good.
we got some kind of like split universe thing going on. But I hadn't done stand-up yet, and I went down to Austin, and I just put my name in the bucket on a lark and got called up, and it was kind of insane. Anyways,
Crazy.
yeah. I didn't know which jokes to pick because I'd written a bunch of jokes, but I hadn't tried them on people other than like my girlfriend and like my mom and stuff, and slipped it into like conversations at work. But anyways, I'm gonna try to run through some tonight to get some feedback and see what y'all think.
All right.
So let's see here. So it's Thanksgiving time. I was at Whole Foods. They got the Thanksgiving stuff out. I was shopping around. I saw that they were selling young turkey. I didn't really think that adjective was very necessary. What's next? Teenage turkey? Prime of his life turkey? Had his whole life ahead of him turkey? I'd rather buy a midlife crisis turkey or a talks during movies turkey. So my girlfriend, I'm going to meet her family soon for the first time for Thanksgiving. And we met on a dating app, but I'm still kind of like bashful when people ask, like, how'd you meet? I don't like saying dating app because I'm 31, they've been around long enough. Like, the pandemic kind of legitimized them, but it still just feels like, because you don't really know, like, we're all looking for love maybe, but also sometimes you're trying to fuck. And the dating app, like, not to be vulgar, but like the dating app serves both purposes, like, very well. And you could context switch between them depending on the person. You're like, this person's down to fuck. All right. Or like this person, is kind of legit. So anyways, so when people ask, they're like, how'd you meet? I don't like saying dating apps. So now I just say, I think it was like January 6th. We had just breached the west entrance and made our way into the Senate chamber when we locked eyes. She was wearing this beautiful fur pelt and had red and blue face paint. That's when I knew she was the one. We also split everything financially. So we split everything. We bought condoms the other day. We split those in half. Now she's pregnant. I think we're going to split the baby. All right, I don't like this one. You ever like using, so I don't appreciate when Google recommends the suicide hotline when that's not at all what I'm looking for. Here I am typing how to do the Macarena, and Google's like, I got a better idea. I lose stuff all the time. I lose my phone, wallet, keys, all that stuff. We go out to the bar, like I got my passport. It's not a good look. I recently put an air tag on my girlfriend's clitoris. I caught it running errands last time we were having sex. All right, maybe this one happens to you guys, some relatable maybe. You ever get that Amber Alert? You just don't really know what to do with it? Like, you're really concerned, but you just don't know what to do. You look left, you look right, you don't see the car. Then you realize you're the one driving it. You're like, oh, fuck. What am I supposed to do, pull over? I don't think so. That's a weird one. Hey, I like my restaurants, how I like my sex. Fast casual. Okay, here's something you don't want to find on your girlfriend's search history. How to pleasure ridiculously small clown-sized penis. My ex-girlfriend, she was a pyromaniac and a necrophile. I caught her making love to my grandfather's urn.
Oh.
Are you guys familiar with the phrase Veni Vidi Vici? I think it's maybe Latin or Italian. It's I came, I saw, I conquered. Veni Vidi Vici. Me personally, I'm more of a Vidi Veni guy. I saw, I came. I've yet to truly Vici in the bedroom. What's the deal with street names? How come they're always using proper nouns? It's kind of weird, like Park Avenue, Walnut Creek, Branch Drive. If I were a city planner, I'd try to mix it up. Maybe use a different part of speech, maybe articles. Just mess with people's speech patterns. Turn right onto that street. and continue until the boulevard. Or maybe you do like nouns, but they could be like something more fun, like food. You got like Cheese Street, Yogurt Drive, Ham Avenue. That way you could tell someone you live at the corner of Ham and Cheese. Other cities sometimes, sometimes they have like inside jokes with the street names. It's not like an inside joke, but it's like only people from the city know how to pronounce the street. But if you go to the thing, like it's not intuitive. So like New York, they got Houston Street, but it's spelled Houston. So everyone's like, yeah, it's Houston Street. Like, no, it's not. And then in LA, they got Rodeo Drive, but it's rodeo. I live in Manhattan Beach, kind of suburban, but I think it'd be fun if we did this, and it's fun because you could differentiate like who's from there, who's not. So we got Shell Street. I think we can maybe start calling that Assfucker Street. I don't know. That would really mix it up, I think. My girlfriend's love language is words of affirmation, or as I like to call it, affirmative action. For our anniversary, I got her accepted into Harvard Law. I don't know if I want to do this next one. Something stupid. Hey, I like blowjobs. Fellas, who's with me? Something about another man's cock in my mouth. There's nothing really scratches the itch. I don't know. Homeless people have weird signs. I saw this one homeless guy with a sign that said, "Will change my mind about black people for $10." So I gave the guy $10, and he was like, "All right, I don't like him anymore." I'm a cisgender male, but I'm tired of being a cisgender male. People ask, "What are you?" I say, "I'm a cisgender male, but I'm getting tired of saying that. So I'm going to change my gender to Gmail. And my pronouns are send and receive. And if you do not accept me for who I am, I will archive you." Hey, I think I might be straight because I finally made it through Brokeback Mountain without jacking off. Chad, the country Chad does not sound like an African country. The country Chad sounds like a country that studied abroad in Africa. Hey, if they didn't want us to be competitive about our ethnicities, how come they called that shit a race? Doesn't make any sense. All right. Have any of y'all seen the movie The Whale? Heard of this one? I watched it recently. The cover is just a big fat guy on the cover, and the movie's called The Whale, and it was nominated for all these awards. So I figured there's no way that this movie is about a big fat guy, and they called it The Whale. Doesn't make any sense. And then you watch it, they're like, it is about a big fat guy, and they're like, but don't worry, it's a metaphor. But the metaphor is just about the dude being a whale. So it's like kind of thinly disguised. I figure it's like calling Forrest Gump like fast retard or something. You're just like, what is this all about? They should cancel that movie. It makes no sense. I used to work in big tech, Radio Shack. Anyone else? All right, I think I'll leave you guys with this one. This one's not really a joke, just something I learned recently. It's kind of weird. I learned the Nazis had some operation they called Operation Bernhard, where they filled these planes up with like money, like banknotes from the Bank of England, and they dropped them all over London. And the idea was to maybe disrupt the British economy by dropping all this free money that people would use and then circulate. And I figured that's kind of like a moral hazard because you get all these like British people like, oh no, like not the Nazis again with their free money and stimulus checks. I sure hate them. It's kind of fucked up. Anyways, thank you. Oh, you can find me if you watch Kill Tony, episode 637. And also Instagram, I'm Bill and his camera with underscores separating them. So Bill Carroll. Thank you.
Thank you. Not such a bad place, huh?
This place is great. Yeah, thank you so much.
Hold on to your condom.
Yeah, that's
I'll go get you. Have a good spot. You have to leave, right?
Yeah, I gotta go to
I know. So I'm gonna sit here till you do, so you don't disrupt everybody.
You're a good writer, dude.
Yeah. Do you have my you got a card?
I got the punch card.
My 917 number. That's my number there. That was great.
Thank you. Thanks, y'all.
All right, round of applause. Bill Carroll's on his way out, looking for Houston Street. Do you know, I have a similar story to yours about talking at reception. I got a letter when I was what you were talking about at your job. People talk to us. People talk to Sam and I. And they will look at her and say to me, is that your daughter? And she's totally white, okay? I don't know why they think she's my daughter. Not that that's a bad thing, but we can't, both of us can't handle that. But what I wanted to say is I got a letter from Al Magda. He's the creator of Tweezerman. Yes, and he wrote to my boss and said, that was the best hour that I spent in a long time. And I was angry at first, but she gave me her total attention. She didn't even answer the phone. She was there, and she sent me this huge thing of Tweezerman tweezers and lashes and shit. And Al Magda, and he wanted to run for president. Do you think my boss was happy knowing that I sat down for an hour and didn't answer the phone? Because I thought maybe I could get, some free stuff. Guys never get that, but girls do. I'd like to say this. In this business, you never know, where people come from. We've had, Monica was a neuroscientist. She's going to be a neuroscientist. We got all kinds of people. But I saw somebody in a spectacular opera. And it was such, you have to see, when you see comedians in another place, it's so weird because you say to yourself, oh, that nigga could do it there, but he can't do it here, right? Okay? I mean, oh my God, you're so into character, and I just admire you so much. And let's bring up the one and only, Mr. Benson. Come on, Ryan.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ryan Benson, as said before, but I want to change it because everyone wants to stand out. So it's Ryan C. Benson now. It's my middle name, but I just want to put it out there. But it turns out there's already a Ryan C. Benson out there. He won the 2009 Biggest Loser. So I got some big pants to fill. I would say, yeah, I'm kind of an actor, singer, comedian, lover, and anything you want me to be for $25. But the cool thing about being an actor is that you just kind of in any situation just pretend you're someone else doing something else, that you're good at something. Like right now, I'm pretending to be good at comedy. We'll see how well if we get there at the end. But there is this whole actor strike that was going on, boo-hoo. I can pretend to support it. It doesn't affect me because I'm non-union. Most of my friends who go out there and fight on the sides of the line aren't union. They just want to feel special. I support them, but, I was doing what I could. And by just watching non-union porn. And, amateur. I feel like it's just respectful. But everyone's kind of worried about artificial intelligence and stuff. I'm worried about the artificial attractiveness in this world. They're not real. And none of the love I see in pornography is the same. It doesn't feel like, you see good movies. You see Whale, I guess. There's love in that, I think. I doubt that they would be able to incorporate a sex scene in there that would be as good as porn, but there's no emotion in the porn. So I think after I graduate with a theater degree, I will make my own school of acting for porn actors. They're actors too, okay? There might be porn comedians out there too. Just wait till someone's up here, I don't know, jacking themselves off, making you laugh. I don't know, they might have a cool penis. Or it's just so small that it's just like an oddity. I won't do that, okay? I won't do that. I respect myself enough. But I will probably be named the school, the Academy for the Sexual Savants. ASS for short. I also, on my side, I work at a Levi's store in the mall. So I'm also in a mall, different mall than Sam. This one's special because John Legend had a pop-up shop there at one point. He performed for 45 minutes. And I was just in the mall, with all my jeans. And I was like, he sang Here Comes the Sun. And he sang 3 songs, so one of them wasn't even in his. It's kind of bullshit, being honest. But to me, I got to listen to it for free, so can't complain. But when you're a Levi's store person, you know, you just you get paid to just like look at people's asses. So it's kind of cool. But you know, you got to be respectful. People like respect. That's what I've been told. Many times I've had to been told that. But now we're figuring it out. They come out with their pants and they're like, "How does it look?" And I'm like, you know, in my head I'm like, "It looks great." But I can't talk like that. I'm like, "It's wonderful. You look, it just fits you perfect." But you know, but then if they're ugly, you just kind of ignore them. You don't help them out. You don't really want to, but you know, everyone needs pants. You know, what are you, size 30?
Yep. Wow. You really do work at Levi's, huh?
I feel like you could get, yeah, you could be like a good 5'12", 5'11". He could hook you up. Yeah. Did you put the mask on to protect you or others?
Both.
Oh, he's so safe. You're better than me. Masks hurt my beard. And you know, a beard makes me look older when it grows it out. I've been attempted to be recruited by the Jewish people at my school. They think I'm Jewish. I'm not. I'm full, I guess, white. But I think Hitler still wouldn't want me, I've heard, because he doesn't like redheads. So, you know, I'm still kind of like a minority in my own right. You know, I kind of feel bad sometimes about, you know, I look in the mirror and I'm like, why? And then I go out and get sunburned. But, you know, with being a redhead and an actor, the cool thing is you don't need to worry about selling your soul, because I don't have one. So I'll be good there. Let's see, the opera was cool. I did that. I was in the chorus. I'm not even, like, I've never seen an opera, so first thing was being in one, so I guess that's a flex.
It was nice.
It was nice.
Great.
Sunda
It was
came,
great.
and then Sunda had to leave to help a rabbi. Right? You had to help a rabbi?
Yes.
You had to help a rabbi. Got to leave my opera.
I was there for 2 hours.
I don't know. Jason came late, so I blame him more. Nope.
Minutes late.
Yeah, that's horrible. It's okay. The opera was called Cherubin, which is French for cherubin, I think. It's about a guy named Cherubin who is a 17-year-old boy who is, like, I guess, monarch or something. Like, he has money, and then he's able to, all the girls in the town want to fuck him. But Cherubin is played by a woman. So it's progressive for its time of the 1900s. I played a chorus member. I wasn't special enough, but I was like a volunteer. I volunteered as tribute because I wanted to feel special and sing. I did it. We're done. It's a lot. I enjoy being on stage and stuff, but like I don't enjoy singing in French as much. I don't understand it. I was pretending I understood it when I was listening to the other people sing. They sounded good. They're good singers. But like, you know, they're acting they don't know too much about. So, you know, that's where I'm here to make good faces. Smile. Yes, I'm going to probably end it here because I've talked enough and I'm happy with that, I guess. Thank you. My name is Ryan Benson. You can find me on Instagram at ryan.benson or at Levi's. I think I'll be there Black Friday, 40% off. I'm really good at putting pants on you, but I'm even better at taking them off. Thank you.
What a great night. It was such a good show. Can you just do one little Watch this.
Du gravité to the no brochet.
No, but you held it. And then he was standing up there. I said you stayed in character. I hate when people don't stay in character. There's some people staying too much character. But yeah, I used to go to the opera. Fleeter Mouse was one of my favorites. And I'm so glad that this guy finally came back home. Why do I have to stalk you? I'm kidding you. Come up here, Stanley. Give it up for Stanley. Let's do this.
How you guys doing? LA School of Comedy.
Yeah.
You know, the other day, I was having lunch with some of my female coworkers, and we had a very interesting conversation about modern men and dating. And after that conversation, I concluded that men, we're definitely from Earth. Yeah. Women, on the other hand, are definitely from somewhere in the multiverse. Universe XR. I don't think Venus goes far enough to highlight the differences between men and women. But actually, let me not make such a broad, sweeping generalization about all women. Because transgender women are definitely from Earth. And, you know, they're very rational, very logical, not driven by erratic emotion. They dominate in sports. And they completely understand men. So let me not make such a broad, sweeping generalization about all women. The conversation continued and it got better. For a whole hour, they complained about why men don't approach women anymore. And they were like, oh my goodness, these niggas don't even be approaching us anymore. I know what you're thinking. You work with some very ratchet chicks. Yeah, the law kind of just lets in anybody in these days, you know, diversity and inclusion, affirmative action, you know. And so I do work with some very ratchet chicks. But at some point, I jumped into the conversation and I interjected. I said, ladies, you want to know why men don't approach women anymore? And I'm like, yeah. I have a theory. It's kind of complicated, but it does explain it. It's like, oh yeah, what is it? Because you guys are not approachable. And they were like, what do you mean we're not approachable? I'm like, hear me out. 2 years ago, I was on a Brooklyn Brown train, and a very beautiful woman got on one of the cabs. She was so beautiful, she caught the eye of everyone. Even the crackheads were going crazy. Now, you know somebody's beautiful when the crackheads are going crazy, because when you drive around LA, you see so many crazy crackheads just in the corner talking to nobody. And she caught one guy's attention. And so this brave man, you know, he pulled up his sleeves, put 2 Altoids in his mouth, walked smoothly over there confidently and approached her. And he was like, hey, my name is Mike, and I think you're incredibly gorgeous, and I would just love to take you out for some fried chicken and some coleslaw sometime. And she was like, no, your breath stink. And everybody's like, oh. And I was like, what happened to the Altoids? You can't approach a woman like that with no Altoids. Come on, man. What are you thinking? Unapproachable. So the lunch conversation continued. And one of the things that they complained about was that even when men do approach us, get our number, plan the date, pick us up, open the car door, walk us into the Cheesecake Factory. They don't like it when we split the bill. And I was like, ladies, you're looking at this the wrong way. If a man takes you out and they split the bill, it just means that they're a good money manager. Because women are a huge expense. And they did not receive that very well. Well, I just got here, and you know, dating has been really fun. I go on a lot of dates with Latinas, and I have to say I love dating Latinas. Why? Because I found that Latinas offer world-class, exceptional standard of treatment, unmatched. I find that, there's not a lot of girls you can date, receive free janitor service, landscape service while you're dating them. And so I love dating Latinas, and they love so hard, They love so hard. They're so passionate when they love. And in fact, I'll even say they love you enough to stab you. And I'll say if they don't love you, they're not willing to stab you. And so be careful. Well, you can find me on Instagram, John Charles Simmons. Yeah, I do have 2 minutes, but I'm going to wrap it up. It's John Charles Stanley 123 at Instagram.
John Charles Stanley, who speaks French. You cannot leave. We have one more comedian, and that's it. Good job. You're running away from me. See that? Who stalks their clients? I do. I just stalk them. I have to. Where the hell are you going, Bobby fucking Peterson? All right. Are you okay though?
Oh yeah, I'm just tired. I gotta work at 6.
Okay. Good. Call us. Make sure you're okay. I'll see you Wednesday. Anyway, the story of my life is that we meet people in life through social media, in person, and on the telephone. And since I heard somebody say coffee, I got so excited. Let's bring up for a few minutes Cece. Let her hear you. Let her hear you. Let them hear you.
Ooh, hey guys, what's up? It was funny, I walked in here and I think you expected me to be really scared, but I already have an Italian boss, so I kind of got prepped for that, so I'm good. But this is awesome. This is such a cute space. I love this. How's everybody doing tonight? Woo, yes. Christmas is coming up. Christmas in LA is coming up, so you guys know what that means. Double your Prozac prescription. Christmas in this city is fucking depressing. I think there's something weird for me when you're buying Christmas trees from a Denny's parking lot. That's just, I don't think that's how that's supposed to happen. I think New York City takes the cake with holidays. But it's coming up. Gift giving season's coming up. And I'll just say this. Don't buy anyone Scrabble, please, for Christmas. Do you like Scrabble? Oh, God. Okay, this isn't for you then. I fucking hate Scrabble. Oh, my God. My ADHD brain can't sit there and watch it. I also have borderline dyslexia, so that's really bad. And I've gotten it twice, 2 years in a row. I've gotten Scrabble. And I don't know who sat there and was like, what's a fun idea? Spelling out words. That's going to be a great game. And then we should also just only use a fourth of the alphabet when we spell those words out. That's really fun. I don't think they had dyslexia, whoever did that. But yeah, holidays are hard if you are alone, which this bitch is right here. Woo! Let's go. But they're difficult. But I went through a big girl breakup recently. And do you guys know how I know it was a big girl breakup? Do you know? Because I found God. Because I found our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I left the church 10 years ago, and I came right back into it. You got to hurt someone real bad for that to happen. Real bad. But a few weeks later, I came to the conclusion, I don't actually think I'm a Christian. I think I just really liked Christian rock. And I kind of got swept up in the whole thing, okay? Because I went to black church, and that was really fun. That was a hoot and a holler. That was dancing, singing. And then I went to white church. That was more somber. That was thinking about the infrastructure of the United States and how it's all built on colonialism. That wasn't fun. I wouldn't recommend that for anybody. But I wanted to give church a try. I'm a kind of open and accepting person, so I wanted to give it a try. But sometimes you can be too accepting, Because a few days ago, I was at a party. This person comes up to me, starts telling me their life story. And they tell me, then I smoked meth. And I didn't really know how to quite respond because I didn't want to be mean. So I was like, okay, yeah, well, everyone's on a different path, Everyone's on a different journey. We're all taking different trains to arrive at different train stations. Because I wanted to be nice, but I think I could have been like, don't smoke meth. That's a Class A drug. Don't fucking do that. But I like to be accepting. I like to be accepting because look at my hair. Guys, everyone's fighting a silent battle you know nothing about. So, you guys like my hair. Okay, thanks. Confident boost. Okay. Well, I think it kind of looks like if Karen was experiencing gender dysphoria a little bit. I think it's if she was adding a they to the mix, That's what my hair is giving. And speaking of Karen, do you guys know what a reverse Karen is? A reverse Karen is when you hear gunshots and you go, oh my God, fireworks, wow! Fireworks in the middle of winter. The community probably did that for the kids. That's so nice. I'm definitely not going to check the Citizen app later. So safe here. All right, thank you guys so much. I'm Cece Treza. My Instagram is CECETRZ. Thank you. Woo.
Great job. So, you guys who are watching, if people tell you you're funny, you probably are, but you won't know until you take it from the page to the stage. That's right. It sounds crazy, sounds corny, but if people tell you you're funny, you probably are. You just have to give it a shot. And I will stalk you. Stanley will tell you. I will stalk him. I stalked him from Liverpool. I stalked him because it's just a beautiful experience for people to do this. You don't need it, but you do. It's an icebreaker for the realtors. It's wonderful to help kids break out of this tablet thing that they're into. And that's why we want to keep the LA School of Comedy open. So that's just a shout out to my landlord. Please give me a break. You guys have been fantastic. And Jason Ham, thank you so much for being here. Whenever you guys need a tape, he does that. He'll put your Instagram and everything together. And would you be able to say a few words? Would you be you're not going to come up tonight to say a few words?
Maybe next time.
Okay. I wanted to hear about the company and what we should do. Hold them to it. Hold them to it because,
Next time for sure.
yeah, we just need to get going on this, like an Indian movie. You know what I'm saying? That long ride. Well, if people have any questions, if you met me, trust me, when you're Swedish and black and you look like a Puerto Rican, and your mother a Jehovah's Witness who loves country western music and sells Amway while cheating on Mary Kay, send you to a Irish Catholic school with a Hindu name and a mafioso stepfather from a sausage company, you might be a little different. You guys have been terrific. I'm Sundar Kronquist. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Samantha. Good night.